Hey folks, I'm Mysterious JG. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect, and it's time for our talk show in space. It's Commander Shepard's spacefaring chat show, and next up on our lineup of guests is Garrus, who is right ahead of us. Although we do want to talk to the requisition officer, but I said Garrus, so let's talk to Garrus first.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way.
It's like being at Burger
CSEC,
King.
you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
So you can kind of, and they really make it out so that you can be a big influence on Garrus and shape his personality. It certainly feels that way, but he needs to start out in a certain position in the Mass Effect 2 story. So at the end of Mass Effect, you really felt like you've made a big difference for Garrus, but they kind of get that done. But since we're being Paragon, we're going to go ahead and shape Garrus up to be a super nice guy, even though by the second game, for all you guys know, if you haven't played through them before, he could start out as like this new Garrus who now dresses all in black and paints up his face white with like blood teardrops and it's all heel and shit.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work.
I want to be on Blues Brothers, not play by society's rules.
As long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
Sure.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Then don't do it.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Get off my
Well, that's
ship,
sort of
pussy.
why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Right on.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
You can have
I
cheap,
wasn't trying to.
good, or
I understand,
fast, but you can't get all of them. So yeah, it was kind of me being douchey.
Commander, good to see you.
Just got done seeing you a second ago. Turned away so I didn't have to look at you anymore, but whatever. Yeah, so I don't know why we got so much dialogue with Tali and not with Garrus, but I think Wrex is going to be more like Garrus. We're just going to have a very short conversation, and the dialogue options won't start opening up till we do a mission.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
Supplies?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Our stuff sucks.
Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
What the hell, man?
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
This poor guy doesn't get a name, and he doesn't it seems like a missed opportunity. This could have been like a nice little side character who doesn't really go on missions but could develop a personality. They do a lot of that type of thing in Mass Effect 2 and 3, but in this game, not as much. So he's just Alliance Requisition Officer. He's not a part of the Reliant, because then we'd all be going... Star Trek 2, Wrathcon.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products.
It's like an introductory
I already
class.
have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many
stuff.
for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Sure thing, Pally. So apparently we maybe this is a perk of having beaten the game previously, but I thought my memory was one of the last licenses we can acquire is the one to buy Spectre Master Gear. Or maybe I'm crazy and the fact that we're a Spectre means we get to buy that stuff. But yeah, I think this is something that comes from having won the game already, is that we already have access to this. But obviously we can't even come close to affording it. It really doesn't help us to have access to it. And this guy will never sell licenses, because that would be kind of counterintuitive and weird. We can sell stuff to this guy, too. And late in the game, I will probably do this kind of thing off screen, but I will eventually hit a point where I'm just selling junk to this guy to get credits to buy Spectre Master gear. Wrex, we'll hit you last, because it's Ashley's turn.
Commander?
Yeah, see, there's not much to do here, it seems like.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
We'd save G-Unit.
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, sir. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are
She
perfect
is
ambushers.
blaming herself,
They
at
don't
least.
move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
Sir, they have flashlight heads.
Oh,
I'll make
fair,
sure
fair
it
point.
doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Maybe after another plot mission is completed?
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
I'd like to talk later, sir. After, you know, you get the damn LP moving a little bit. Rex Start Eskimo Spy, what you got going on?
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Wrex?
Sure.
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Don't be an ass.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Big deal. You can be a real dick in this game.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
No, they didn't.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it seriously isn't, but that's only because I know what's coming.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
Yeah, you kind of got me on that one, Rex.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Touchy.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
I just
We're
told you
sure
that.
not getting any stronger.
Oh, Shepard, wake up!
We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
So,
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So
our
we
name
leave,
is Finlay, and we love
hire
to
ourselves
fight.
out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the
I
genophage?
just told you.
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
That is a little weird.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan
I've only
scientist?
seen like 3 Krogan, man.
You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time.
Well, maybe
It's
you need
just
to
who
work
we
on
are,
that.
Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Yeah, nice talking to you, Rex.
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
Yeah, as you may have picked up on from other LPs. So long, Rex. Shepard. One of my favorite things out of this game. So yeah, Rex. Always a pleasure to chat with old Rex. Actually cheers up a bit as the series goes on, but man, you get him talking about his own species and they're pending extinction, he gets to be such a drag about it. It's like, damn, just get over it. Your whole species is gonna die. Get over it, jeez. It's like Thesher and the nuclear weapons. It's like, fine, nuclear annihilation's bad. We get it. Just chill out. Oh, man, there you go, folks. About half of the video almost is over, but I think all combined, those people didn't take as much time to talk to as Tali did, which should mean we can actually get... What did I just get experience for? Oh, well. Navigator Presley probably has new dialogue now that he's the boss. Well,
if anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
You dare to steal my presence?
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this
we don't
vessel.
have to worry about offending.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
Telling you off for speaking freely.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Never turn away help, even if it comes from incompetent aliens.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
It was sweet, dude.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
So we got Paragon and Renegade out of that. That's... okay, whatever. And, we don't really need to keep talking to him, so that's good. Like, that was probably it for speaking to him for the entire game. I might check in later just to make sure, but... Star map, folks, we are going to leave. There is stuff we can read about on the Citadel. I don't care. We're going to zoom out. We are going to travel to... oh, zoom out again. We are in the Widow Cluster. We're going to travel out again. And now we can see the whole damn Milky Way. The Pinnacle Station add-on content is here. I think this refers to another piece of add-on content, Bring Down the Sky. Bring Down the Sky is, I think, pretty high in the difficulty compared to the other missions, so we're not going to jump on it right away. Pinnacle Station, we'll put that off too. I'm gonna stick with the non-downloadable extra content stuff until we've gotten a bit farther in the game. But we can, through the power of the Mass Effect relay jumpy thingy that the game is actually named for, make our way all the way to the Artemis Tau Cluster, which is on the other side of the Milky Way. And, Hawking ETA, Kepler Verge... I forget what we... I mean, I think, the Sol system is in one of these places. Honestly, I don't remember where. You can... well, you know what? We're gonna get a mission to go out there anyway at some point. But you can't actually visit Earth in the game, but you can visit the Sol system. Earth is someplace you can fly by, but you're not allowed to land there. This is Sparta. Well, wait a minute. I don't know which one of these frickin' places to go to. Hold on. Let's check the journal. Somewhere in the Artemis Tau cluster? Fine. It won't actually tell us which system. Thought it would tell us which system. it's only telling us the cluster, and that's fine. We'll just search the cluster, no problem. So, yeah, this is not exactly Starflight or Starflight 2 Trade Routes of the Cloud Nebula, but there is more of a sense of space exploration in this game than you get in a lot of sci-fi games these days. You're pretty much just shooting aliens instead of shooting World War II soldiers. Now, if this were as long as it takes to progress in this game, sometimes with all the dialogue, we would be in for about 20 minutes of footage of the ship taking off if this were Star Trek The Motion Picture. And there's our titular Mass Effect at work. So we just kind of use this thing to search for places that we can... Ah, see, it's an unknown... it's an asteroid or something. Collection of small silicate asteroids loosely bound together by gravity. Survey it. Prothean data is recovered. While scanning the asteroid field in the Sparta system, you find signs of habitation. A recon team was sent to investigate one larger asteroids. The rock had a small functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone still living there. This was not, however, a data console. There was, in fact, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk. So there you go. I don't remember exactly what that does for us, but on one view. So yeah, it's usually worth your time to kind of flit over the asteroids and see if there's cool stuff to land on that's worth bonus experience or whatever. I don't think I'll even recognize the name of this place when we find it, so I better just check out all the planets. Can't do anything here. Can't do anything here. There's all sorts of text you can read about if you want to know about these planets. In theory,
Commander,
guys...
I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
So this is it, folks. This is where the plot is sending us. Edolis is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Edolis' surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand with only a few areas of igneous rock, highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked wind. Edolis' orbit is congested with debris thrown inward by the gravity of the gas giant Antamalka. Due to the high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, and so forth. So, I'm gonna figure out who to bring with us. I believe we're fighting Geth in this one, if memory serves. We can bring Kaiden or Tali, but probably not both, in order to make sure that we can unlock anything we come across. Or Garrus. Let's go with Wrex and Garrus for this time, this mission. But yeah, you can read all the text that comes up on those planets. If you really want to, you can pause and read them, although I didn't actually scroll through the bottom of some of them, so really can't do that. But we got our landing vehicle. This may or may not be the actual plot world we need to go to. I might have just found a world we're allowed to land on and explore with the our little ground vehicle here. So yeah, let's check the map. There is a distress signal ahead, an anomaly, and some debris. Check the distress... this actually is not the place where we have our plot mission with Dr. T'Soni, actually. I'm pretty sure. Because if it was, we would have had a cinema sequence and landed and probably... Yeah, we would have landed and had cinema right away. We wouldn't have landed and just been asked to explore the planet. But in this game, you actually get to explore alien planet surfaces. This is something that future Mass Effect games are not going to be so much about. Future Mass Effect games were influenced by a bunch of first-person shooter fans who didn't want to have to do anything other than first-person shooter stuff, and bitched to BioWare that they didn't like the exploration element. Therefore, it was removed. Because those guys are idiots. Those fans, I mean. BioWare guys, they're idiots for listening, I suppose. Man, he really doesn't have a lot of... Well, he's got health. Garrus doesn't seem to have any health. I guess we were boosting this next. Or maybe it was just enough to get to assault training. Adrenaline burst. Yeah, I like to make sure they have their general skills are available to them. Okay, get them up to medium armor. And, oh, I must have been working on decryption. Yeah, that's right, I wanted to be able to use it on hard objects. Anything else that didn't terminate at a triangle? If I stopped at a triangle, that generally means that there's a chance I was just gonna stop there, period. Okay. And now, Wrex, what were we working on with you? It's actually kind of hard to tell what I can't remember back what my plan was with him. Everything is either just one, or it terminates at something that opened up something else. I guess we were probably working on getting him heavy armor. That would be my guess. And then advanced shield boost would give him a little more survivability. Immunity's good. I don't really care about stasis, so probably from here I'll start working on inside damage. This will unlock shotguns, but I don't really plan to train in them. So, I hope that we don't get killed here, because I just spent a lot of time leveling up. But this is the distress signal over here. It does appear to be a base of some kind. They're Alliance Marines. And now we're... Oh, shit! Thesher Maws. I forget. Thesher Maws are kind of dangerous, folks. They can pretty much one-hit kill you, and with their ranged attack, you just need to dodge it. It is not a good idea to just stand still and fight a Thesher Maw. They can kill you by just ducking into the ground, and or if you just fail on your dodge attempts, like I almost did there. But they will like burrow and come back up, and if you don't really realize where it is they've gone to, yeah, like, oh shit, it's gonna take me a minute to know where he's coming up. And yeah, you don't want them to come up right next to you. It makes it hard to dodge. And he's burrowing again, and I'm kind of screwed. Really don't. What the hell are you over here? I think they burrow if you get too far away. You kind of want to figure out. Shit! I really don't want to die. I spent all that time leveling up. As you can see, if you're paying attention, there is a little stamina meter for our vehicle. But it's like diving. Yeah, I really should have just kept the... Okay, keep it at a range where it's going to shoot at me. And then just dodge those things. Thought he was going to dive. The cannon takes a little while to reload. Yes, there we go. Oh boy, well I think we know why there was a distress beacon. Now there is a button to hop out of this thing.
Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Oh, it was a damn setup, King?
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahuku's command. You'd want to know what happened here.
Okay, well this is the Kahuku quest then. So we did a side quest without doing a plot quest first. Not what I intended to do, but it happened. Now you can wander around on foot, away from your vehicle. That's generally a bad idea. to go too far away, because it just takes a while to get back. The ship took damage, which you can tell if you look at the little... Once we get back, you'll be able to see. And you see the little picture of the ship over to the right of our standard meters. We can use the Y button and Omnigel to repair it. It's automatically repaired without costing you Omnigel once we leave this map. So... And I think that Thesher Maws is going to be it for danger. So we're heading in the right direction now. Well, I'll set my destination to Anomaly. We'll go investigate what that is. Looks like we got to do a little climbing to get to it. Generally, just like driving around and climbing up mountains ain't going to damage your vehicle. Excuse me, sorry. Although it is possible to damage your vehicle this way, so it shouldn't just be slamming through with no regard for damage to the thing. But yeah, it's just like a graphically jumped up version of what Starflight wanted to be in its mining game. So to me this is kind of cool. It's a little nostalgic, even though obviously it doesn't play like Starflight at all, but it's the same notion. You've got this, you know, ground vehicle that you use to explore away from your ship, and yeah, like the people who just wanted this game to be nothing but first-person shooter stuff with hot alien chicks just bitched and kvetched, and they had one of the things that made the game like unique and special and cool ended up getting pulled out. Or it might have been more of an EA telling BioWare, hurry up and get this sequel out, and don't worry about wasting time on that, because we know what will make a game sell, and it isn't being unique, it's being, you know, Call of Duty in space. Or maybe I'm just being too critical. Or accusing BioWare. I'm gonna fight Solarian. Oh, man. No, I just save before we do that, because it's the damn mini game again. It's a damn sit-up, Kang! God, screwed that up. Oh, but we actually get to continue trying on this one. I thought it was done, so I just started pressing the A button to continue with something else. Yeah, we don't actually... Yeah, okay, so this one you get more than one. You found Captain Mylon's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. I don't know what the hell that means, but... Maybe it was a quest that didn't trigger yet, but we now found the solution for it. At any rate, folks, I'm going to call it a video here. There's not much left to do on this planet. Excuse me. Occasionally there's stuff that doesn't show up on the map that you could do on a planet, but by and large, you investigate the few things that show up on the planet's surface that are visible at the beginning, and you're cool, and you're cool, brother! You know, actually that was a combination Macho Man, Hulk Hogan thing, dude. But, yeah, so we'll finish exploring this, and then we're going to continue on with trying to find Dr. Megartasoni, daughter of Matriarch Venezia, and person that we need for plot purposes. I'm Serious JG. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Pats on the back all around, Barry Horowitz style, for finally getting off the dang Citadel. And we'll see you next time for more space action. Space is the place. Oh, yeah. Dig it!